Hello students, today's topic laws of motion. Previous period I explained different related things with the force only, action force, frictional force and different kind of forces, and the main topic was their resultant force. Okay, but this time I will explain laws of motion. New topic of today, that is the laws of motion. I will discuss with you all some basic things related to this laws of motion, which can be very important for understanding whole chapter. So first of all, I will tell you from where this concept was coming. Clear? One thing, laws of motion. Laws of motion means different rules related to the motion. I will discuss in this topic only. Okay or not okay? Yes. Simple explanation about it, that the concept of force existed for a long time. A wrong correlation between force and motion was in picture till that 16th century. Simply, we was understanding one thing: for getting anything into the motion, here is a requirement of force only. That correlation was totally wrong. Okay or not okay? Or that thing was given by the Greek philosopher. He gave the idea that constant force was necessary. Constant force was necessary to maintain the motion of a body. It implies that a constant force is needed to keep a body moving with constant velocity. It means if a constant force is not applied, the body will come to rest. Thus, natural state of a body is that of rest. Okay, we can say a body is in the motion. Okay, a body is in the motion. For making this body into the motion, we need some external force. So we can say the correlation between simply force and motion explained by the Greek philosopher, or that correlation was there totally wrong. For making anything into the motion, here is the requirement of the force or not. These things explained by that is new scientist Galileo. But one condition is there: for making anything into the motion, means for making things into the constant motion, here is not a requirement of force. Here is no need of the force. Okay, but these things explained by one scientist, that is Galileo. He explained about this concept, means here is not a requirement, here is not a need of force for making anything into the motion. Okay or not okay? Yes. Simple example I'm taking, but I'm explaining with the help of diagram. See, let us study the experiment done by the Galileo. Take 3 smooth planar wooden box. This is our first box. We can say here this point is A, this point is B, this point is C, and this point is D. Okay or not okay? We can say up to this point the height is H, and in this side also the height is H. Okay or not okay? Later I will explain why I am taking this height in this side H, and in this side I am taking height that is H. Okay. And next thing, he took a ball. Simply he kept this ball here. Okay or not okay? So we are performing a simple experiment according to it, that now release the ball from point A. Now release this ball formed by the glass only. Now release this ball from this point A. What will happen? This A point are present at certain height, that is H only from the ground. We will observe we will observe that it rolls down the inclined plane. It rolls down the inclined plane A to B. Okay or not? Okay, means ball reach up to this point, means A to B only. Okay or not? Okay, reach point A to B. So from point A to B, the ball speed will increase. Speed will increase. Okay or not? Okay, according to it we can say there, release the ball from point A, and when this point start moving from A to B, its speed will increase due to this inclined plane. Okay or not? Because ball are at a certain height. Clear? Now from A to B, the speed of the ball will increase, and what will happen? He observed there. Simply we observe here the speed of the ball from B to C, because we know that ball is coming from a certain height, so it will not stop at a B point, so it will start moving from a B to C point also. Okay or not? Okay, clear? So then from ball comes from A to B, and it moves up from B to C only with same speed. Clear? Same speed from B to C only. Okay or not? And then ball rolls up. Ball rolls up at this inclined plane. Okay or not? Okay, inclined plane C to D. Then up in this side, we can say here that ball is moving from C to D. The speed of a ball will decrease. Speed will decrease from C to D points, and it comes to at rest at point where? D point only. Okay or not? Okay, means if a ball is moving at a certain height, so we can say there, then speed of a ball will decrease. So at this point it comes at a rest position. We will observe that ball reaches nearly the same height h from the ground. Okay or not? Okay, means this height is totally equivalent to this height only. Okay or not? Okay, so we can say there at both places ball will get a same height. Again this ball will come down and will reach up to this point, then will come down, will then continuously, then after some time it will come at rest, because we are giving some circumstances from both sides. Okay, this is the first observation in the case of Galileo. Second observation I am telling. Now this time he took again, we can take again one plain wooden box, but from this side we will decrease the height of this wooden box. Okay or not? Okay, we can say this point is A, this point is B, this point is, and this point is D. Okay or not? Okay, so we can say this is the P point, this is the Q point. So up to here height H, in this side also height H. Okay or not? Okay, you will take again the glass ball, you will keep that ball on this given P point and release this ball, then this ball start moving from this A point to B point. Okay or not? Okay, we can say in this side also again speed will increase of the body. Okay, that much speed the ball will get at a B point, then with the same speed it will moves and reach up to the point C, as same like it. Okay or not? Okay, and we can say their body stored in it some speed, then body start moving from C to D point. When body starts moving from C point to D point, on that time the speed of the body decrease. Okay or not? Okay, and ball reach up to Q point. So we can say at this point body comes at a rest position again. Okay, we observed here that means at a D point means we can say in this side the height of the object reaching point same as that of the initial point. Okay, so from both side simply we can say there the height of the object is equal. Okay or not? Okay. And second thing we can say in this side it covers little bit more distance. It covers a little bit more distance. Okay or not? Okay, because we decrease the height of this inclined plane. Okay or not? Okay. Third thing we can include in this case also. Third diagram, he took there one wooden smooth plane box again, like it. In this side, here is not any means bending in this wooden box. Simply it is a totally plain. Okay, so we can, this is A point, B point, this point is C point, or this point is D point. Okay or not? Okay. We can see here now. This is the point P. At P point, one that glass ball is there. So we can say when we will release this ball starts moving from means from A point to B point. So on that side we can say speed of the object will increase again. Okay or not? Okay. Then we can see a body gets some speed. Okay or not? Okay. And when it will move from B to C, then it will move continuously. And then here is not any height here, so we can say body will not stop. It will move continuously at a long distance because here is not any barrier. We can say this surface is horizontal surface. Here is not any height, vertical surface. So we can include the body continuous with same speed in horizontal direction, showing their motion. Okay or not? Okay. Clear? If it is not acted upon by any force, it will remain in motion in horizontal direction with the same speed. Okay, we can observe along with C to D, and if it will move up to continuously at a more distance, it will cover more distance also. Okay or not? Okay. So we can say here Galileo concluded that for continuing motion in a horizontal plane, no force is required. Means for continuing motion in horizontal plane, no force required. Means body will remain in continuous motion. So we can say there we are not applying here any kind of external force. Body gets its motion with itself. So you cannot stop. Simply we are not giving here any barrier. So simply we can say there body will not stop at any fixed point. So it will move continuously from A point to D point. So these points included by the Galileo only, and we also can include these points in the case of Galileo. Means for making anything into the motion, anybody into the motion, here is not a requirement any external force for making body into the motion. Body will move with constant speed. Okay or not? Okay. So these points included by the Galileo. After that I explain here